Have you tried leveling your bed?
Hello, hello. Ah, haha, there we go. Can you guys hear me now? I'm new here. Welcome in, everybody. I gotta wait for the delay. Hello. So we can make the lab mic. Hello, hello. Okay, now you can hear me. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Let's try this again. Come on. Why does it keep going off? Okay. How does it sound, everybody? Now we have both speakers. Now, do you still have both speakers? Is everything good? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm going to try to get in the camera and see if it disconnects again. Okay. This is the joys of being live, everybody. So, welcome, everybody. We are here at Bosque? Bosque. Look at that. Bosque School in Albuquerque, New Mexico to unveil the first fully sponsored Polymaker Maker Lab in collaboration with Maker's Mission. So we're going to speak to a couple of individuals that are involved with that here shortly. We do have an active class behind us, so I might speed through things, and I'm sure everybody's laughing right now. Joel speeding through things doesn't exist, but it's going to have to. We have time slots, and these guys have to go to other classes afterwards. But you're seeing it first for the first time. The students actually walked in this morning to see partially set up, and we're going to kind of finish the setup with them, showcase a couple things. We have a really fun test print for them to do rather than a benchy. You guys all know what a benchy is. Some of these guys might know what it is. But we got something better. So we'll go over that here shortly. But, Amir, do you have a moment real quick? He's trying to set up stuff, so I'm pulling him away from building. So this here is Amir Child. He is the founder of Maker's Mission. And look at that, he's too tall. we're zoomed out here. But let's adjust on the fly. Let's go here. Let's get him in frame. There we go. We have to zoom way out. So, again, we've collaborated with you guys.
Absolutely.
For those that don't know what Maker's Mission is, can you explain kind of what it is you guys do?
Absolutely. So what we've done with Maker's Mission is kind of start a organization where we want to bring 3D printing into as many schools as we can in the New Mexico area. So
it's picking up. It's quite quiet.
So our goal is to just work with as many schools. This is our first big collaboration with, of course, Polymaker, and they helped us get printers, filament, and then do this whole makerspace setup for this for Bosque School here in Albuquerque.
Just one of many to come.
Well, yeah, absolutely, right? This is our first one, so hopefully we're going to continue this partnership with Joel and Polymaker to do this a few more times here in town.
Oh, yeah, it's been fun. So I'm going to let him get back to kind of assembling some of these so we have some up and going. And we're going to do a couple fun things, but definitely check them out. What's your guys' website?
Makersmission.org.
Easy enough to find. So
Absolutely.
there you guys. And now can somebody go there and say somebody has a school that they think would be a benefit
Yep,
from it?
we have a technology request form for anybody in the Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho area. You're more than welcome to submit a form there. We, of course, if you want to donate, you can do that there as well. Because, any help for us, it would be helpful as well.
And eventually global, right?
That's that would be awesome if we can get that
Extended
far.
plans,
That
where
would,
we're
that
going,
would be awesome, right?
So yeah, definitely show them the support. Do you guys have socials they can follow you on at all? Or?
Absolutely. I'll get them to you and we'll post them in the chat.
Awesome. We'll post in the chat. So thank you very much, Amir.
Yep.
And I'll see you around. Okay, so that is one interview I want to get out of the way. Next is we're going to talk with Valerie. She is the Director of Philanthropy. Look at that, got that right, at Bosque School. So, Valerie, can you tell them a little bit about who you are and just about the school itself?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm the Director of Philanthropy. I help to work to build community partnerships to help to support our students and our programs in our school. We're an independent school based in Albuquerque, New Mexico with about 400 students. We're coeducational, 6 through 12. And even though we're a private school, we're really dedicated to access. Over 55% of our students receive need-based financial aid. And we make that commitment because we just understand how transformative an experience like this can be for a student and how that can really change the trajectory of their life. So we are incredibly excited to have this opportunity for our kids. All of our curriculum is really hands-on, inquiry-based, experience project-based, and this so fully aligns with what we're trying to do with our kids, and especially as we're working to build 21st century citizens and really evolving our curriculum to match that. This so beautifully fits in.
And how many years you're getting ready to hit an anniversary, right?
It is our 30th year.
30th year, yeah.
So we are hitting adulthood as a school, I like to say.
There you
We're going
go.
to have actually a big celebration May 15th, 16th, and 17th on our campus. So anyone who's local to Albuquerque, please go to our website, bosqueschool.org. We'd love to have you join us for the
Awesome.
festivities.
Thank you very much. And again, I'll see you around the room here.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're
Thanks,
so
Valerie.
grateful for this.
Thank you. Yes, and it's a beautiful campus here. They've got. Is it? It's using the laptop mic, really?
Yeah.
Why? Sorry guys, hold on one second here. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, but you can hear it just isn't the best quality. I don't know why. Bear with me just a moment, guys.
Oh, see, yeah, switch. Disconnect with it.
Hello, hello. My lav mic. Okay, can you guys hear me quality better now? I'll just not go fancy with the lav mic. Awesome. Okay, so let me just take this off. I don't know what the deal is, but we're going to set it up better. Bigger and better. Start late, have issues, you know. That's how we roll, guys. Okay, so everything looks like it's still working there. Awesome. I have my lovely assistant behind the scenes reading your guys' chat. If you guys have questions, whether for me, Amir, Valerie, also I want to actually meet Spencer. Oh, let's not forget Spencer. So here, I'm going to change it up a little bit because my mic wasn't working right. But this here is Spencer.
Hi, everyone.
And Spencer's official, what all do you do here?
I teach middle school math, but I also teach upper school robotics, and that's what class we have back here today.
Yep.
And the high school robotics class will be the primary users of these 3D printers. They'll be using them to build components for the robots, robot frames. But then in addition to the high school robotics class, we'll be using them for middle school STEAM classes.
Awesome.
And we're going to have just a wide open makerspace for students to come in and work with them. I was just talking to Amir about, we also teach a summer program class for younger kids.
So they'll have access for that
They
too.
will, yes, and right away I'm already thinking a project where we make little cipher wheels with paper will now be 3D printed, and that'll be much
Awesome.
cooler.
So,
Yes.
so you guys are coming from, and I'm not bashing the printers before, but you're coming from just 2 printers.
That's right.
Well, we're now getting up to, I think it was 10 printers. Is
10
that correct?
printers, yeah, and so it's going to, and I understand these are much faster.
Just a tad bit faster.
And
yeah.
so it's really going to change things. Before it was, send me a project, we take turns, and it'd be an overnight print, and now it's going to be at your desk, you've got an idea, print it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's going to be awesome. We'll get to the students here in just a second. I'm going to have some activities, but thank you very much for having us here.
Oh, thank
Letting
you.
me plaster, a big logo on your wall, and we're going to have what you guys can't see. There'll be a rep rack system there with the filament that we're going to have some fun unboxing. Hopefully these students have some energy. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock here, so I guess I got to probably hurry this up because I think they're only here till
11:30.
Oh, 11:30. Okay. I'll still need to hurry it up because I drag things on. So thank you very much for your time, and
thanks again, yeah.
we'll get this thing rolling here. Okay. Again, you guys have any questions for anyone here, feel free to ask in chat. My assistant will be glad to relay them to me, or if there's technical difficulties, she will relay things to me. That is my wife, for those that don't know. I think I've mentioned. She came on the trip with me to help with things. But we're going to do a couple of things. So like I said, we did pre-set up some printers just to kind of get things rolling since we are on a time limit. What these guys don't know, and they can't hear me, they're talking, is we're going to have a couple of fun activities. I'm going to have one volunteer to help unbox an A1 Mini and set it up, other than calibration and all that good stuff. But to set it up, and they're going to race me. For those that are part of the Discord all the time in the Hangout, I've done one of these online, on one of the Hangouts, because I've had multiple at home, and I've set this up in pretty record time. I'm not going to give them any handicap. We're just going to go at it and see how fast they can put one together and I can put one together. But then also, we have 100 spools of Polymaker filament that needs to be unboxed. It needs to be unboxed, pull it out. We're going to we're going to do it the caveman way and go crazy with it. I'm going to let these guys, I'm going to time them to see how quickly they can unbox 100 spools of filament. Again, they don't know that. So we'll have fun. Hopefully they have the energy and we'll rip through them. For those that are offended by those that don't open the bag properly to be able to reuse it, I apologize. Please turn away during that segment because it's going to get messy. So with that said, let's see the Maker Lab itself. So there's a little bit, this table is of course not the general Maker Lab setup. Yeah, question for Amber? Yeah, so I can ask Spencer that. Spencer? He would probably, since robotics, you probably don't have a lot. Do you have any prints sitting around the students have done?
Let's see. We've gotten
a lot's probably in use.
Yeah. Joel, we're going to go ahead and start plugging the printers in as well?
Yes, yeah, if you want to go ahead, on the ones that are all running, do the initial calibration. Yep. Spencer should have the login information. Probably easiest. Have you downloaded the app yet? Do you have?
I have. We've got it on this machine.
Okay.
And I've got it
So if he does, you should be able to see them on the once we get them connected to Wi-Fi. We should see them.
Yep. Yeah, because if he has the app, you can do the QR code real quick and scan them in. But yeah, I'd go ahead and just make sure the beds are all shifted right, and then run the calibrations, and we'll get them off to the races. I've got a file that I will send to him that we're going to slice. Okay. That I'll have the guys choose. But yeah, once those are all done and starting their calibrations, let me know, and then I'll pull the students away for a couple activities.
Perfect. I'm going to start messing with the cameras too.
Yep. I heard one start up.
All our robotics parts are not in the room, but we recently made a cookie cutter. I don't know.
There you go. Good. Hey, you know what? A print is a print. That's, they ask and they receive. So the porcupine, I learned actually yesterday. We were leaving. Valerie introduced me to a couple of the staff, and I think it was Mr. Shaw.
Mr. Shaw. Yeah.
Shaw. Okay. And wonderful guy. Definitely can tell he absolutely loves his job. But he introduced me to a couple of different programs that the kids do. One of the students that had a project where she actually put GPS tracking bands on porcupines. So what's awesome with this campus is kind of behind it is a wildlife area. And that's where they can track, I think it was kangaroo rats, porcupine, and just different wildlife that are local to this area. And they track them to see their movements and how they've divided their living areas with residentials coming in, barrier walls being put up, and they're actually going to be meeting with a whole group of people to propose some modifications to these walls to help stop dividing the different animals in their living quarters. Again, like me explaining it doesn't sound nearly as cool as what they explained it to me, and then they have the wall. The stuff these students are doing is very impressive. I mean, this is kind of a pre-college prep type school, and they're setting them up with the right tools. Obviously, this is just another step in that same direction that they kind of already followed. So it's been fun meeting a lot of the people. And again, yes, there's porcupines. I haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen any rattlesnakes either, but let's hope I don't. I don't think I'd fare well against those. But I'm going to help. I'm going to actually get off camera. I got to send a file real quick. So if you guys have any questions, anything specifically you want to see, this camera is kind of stationary, but I can kind of bring stuff to you. But real quick, I'll go over what we do have set up. They are going to have 8 A1 minis, one of those being an A1 mini combo, and 2 P1S combos. So that's going to allow them to print a little bit larger stuff. The smaller stuff, pretty much each desk is going to have a printer for these students to use. And as Spencer said, to print during class. You have a quick print. They're not having to wait days or overnight, things like that. They're going to have all the tools and the material, of course. We can't forget the material to do what they need. So again, we're going to get to that and opening those. So thank you guys for coming in, showing support. I haven't really looked at chat, so I'm going to look at that. I'm going to send a file. You guys have questions? I'll be right back. And you're going to still hear me because this mic doesn't have a mute. Wonder if the school will allow a random device on their network. Most schools only allow a random device. Are you talking about my computer? Yeah, so I'm connected to a cell phone hotspot because twitch.tv is blocked. Rightfully so, it's a school. Let's see here. I've got to get this file that Mr. P.D. Von Peterson gave me. No, we're good. I'm just getting a file here. And Spencer, do you have a flash drive? Actually, you know what? If not, never mind.
You got one?
Got one. Again, over prepare.
You guys are probably going to hear the noises of A1 minis here shortly. I just heard one in the background. I don't know if the mic picked it up or not.
Are they designing something or just picking something to print?
For the initial prints, they're actually, we have prepared, well, I asked and got Pete, local Polymaker Pete, to design a special print for them to print as their first print, and that is going to be a keychain of their logo, which is the Bosque Bobcats. So, and that's what I'm getting ready to send to Spencer here, so they have the file. Okay, there we go. There it is. They're designing something. Yeah, so nothing to design right now. Like I said, we're kind of on a time crunch just because this is during actually one of their live classes. So we have until 11:30. That gives us 30 minutes.
Why does it sound like Zelda?
Oh yeah, the little noise that it made. Yeah. So it'll do startup noises, ending noises. What's cool is if you get to the, once you get using them, you can actually change those sounds. You can do play like Star Wars music, things like that. So you can do all sorts of fun stuff. But is this the laptop he had the slicer on?
Yeah.
So again, well, just click to it here.
And then, we do.
Okay, already in there. Call. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this. That's set up.
I think we're doing the mouse. Tomorrow is
Oh, you got the wireless mouse kit too. Yeah, it's random what they come with. So they have maker kits on each one of them.
Mr. Bob. Should we use Bosque Academic or Bosque Student?
If you know the password to Bosque Student, you can use that one. Otherwise, I'll come around and put the academic one.
Alright, we'll just wait. I think academic.
password. I'm not supposed to share it, I don't think.
I have it on my computer.
You do? You're so lucky.
Oh, I have it then. It's on my.
If you guys pay me, I'll get it for you.
Hang on a second.
My sources. Hey, you're paying.
Okay, come on. And then, Spencer, did you have a login already set up?
I do on that laptop. Yeah, I've got to log in on that laptop right there. Or maybe I haven't logged in yet. I haven't logged in on this one yet.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So we're getting them set up. Of course, being a school, they're going to have a universal account for all the printers to share. So we're just getting the laptop set up. We did get a little pre-set up before this the class started, but there was a little bit to do, hence the late start for the stream. But we're getting there. You guys.
Travel over.
So for traveling, so this is the first time that we've done a fully sponsored. Yeah, we do a lot of sponsorships as Polymaker for material, for schools, for robotics teams, rocket teams, etc., worldwide. And as for the Maker Labs themselves, this is the first one the first venture we've taken with Maker's Mission to do the entire lab. So right now it's I get to travel because I'm actually located out of Ohio. I got to travel to come kind of unveil it and open it, which is I got to call that my job. It's still crazy to me. This has been great and fun stuff to do. Beautiful New Mexico. But yeah, the Maker's Mission's goal is to, right now they're working locally just to where they can kind of connect and communicate easier. But again, his goal would be, whether I'm not sure if it's to have branches or just be able to widespread connect to others. So it's not a question. If you have any questions, I would definitely go to the makersmissions.org, I think it was. And you can probably contact them there and ask any questions there. Oh, Amir's already breaking stuff.
Is this the app on the phone? It's called Bamboo.
Bamboo Handy. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of a weird name, but okay. So I'm gonna go.
I can grab my computer if you want.
Here we go.
But you guys, if you want to kind of see this on the slicer, I think Spencer will slice stuff for you, but you have the whole access for home. There's stuff you guys can download and search for. But what we're going to do something a little bit different, is we created a special file for us to print today.
I'm gonna buy some new jeans from Too Polished. He's releasing a new keychain.
Yep. Change that and
when you're done,
But they probably own. They're probably just getting.
just need a phone.
So how about the mouse? Like, how are we gonna get the
Yep, so what you'll do there is actually kind of at the home, you can go to the website, it's called makerworld.com. That's Bamboo's own kind of online site. It's built into this program.
Yeah.
So like let me see, it's been a while that I've used this part. I usually use the website, but
It just goes like this. Boom! Right on the Instagram live. Because his song talked about it. You just grab it.
so you do,
Polish? No,
shit.
that's bad.
There's actually a QR code on that too that you can scan, but we'll just do
Maisie?
O2.
Have you ever
And what's cool, so they have their own design, which you'll see there, but people have made their own that works with that same kit. So you can kind of pick on, there's like a minimalist mouse, so just different designs.
There's a Bulbasaur one or Ivysaur?
They might have just searched that because it was 002. But yeah, a shark. And I mean, there's some crazy stuff people come up with.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, but yeah, then you'll be able to download, print it from there, and then just assemble
Cybertruck one
it.
is so cool too. Can we do that one?
Oh, there we go.
Can we
Yeah.
do the Cybertruck?
Yep. So the only thing, so how this here is, it's a multicolor. So all your printers are set up as single color printers, except you're going to see one of these that have, actually, okay, over there you see the one kind of has all the little tubes and everything out of it is multicolor printer, plus the big ones will be multicolor. Those allow you to do up to 4 colors on your prints
So
to
if
switch
we're
them
using
out.
this one, you recommend the...
A solid color one. Now you could do the Cybertruck, it's just it's going to be all one color.
Let's do like
Well, that one looks cool too. You can do that one.
Bulbasaur.
There probably might be, you never know.
That's fire.
Yeah, the Ivysaur is not.
Yeah, that one's not a mouse. Yeah, it's just it pulled up because I searched 002 for the kit number, so it's just the way they named it. Yeah. So what we'll do first print we'll do is it's a quick one just so we can have it done before the stream, and that'll be this one here. We got to prepare.
Oh, the Bosque keychain.
Yep. And what's cool with this is, you guys, once you learn the slicing stuff, is actually one of my best friends, one of our colleagues, and Polymaker designed this for us last night in about 10 minutes, which is insane. But there's all sorts of options in the slicer, but this is actually made, oh, I did it wrong, to where you can remove the keychain loop if you just want to have like a badge, or you can scale it up. Right now it's going to be about normal size of a keychain. You can scale prints up, make them as big as you want onto the build plate. So really cool things. But we're going to do this just because it's going to print fast. Now, how I said these don't do multicolor, they do if you do it a different way. So this is, if we look at the design of it, it's layered. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. So what we're going to do is it'll print the first color, then it'll pause. It'll wait. It'll pause. It'll lift up. You'll load up a different filament, hit start or resume, and then it's going to load the second one. So what we'll do is we're going to unbox the filament here in a minute. We'll do some that are blue and white. If somebody wants to go crazy with different colors and you want to pick out 2 random colors, we'll do whatever. Or if you want one single color, you can do that too. So we'll get that. I just want to make sure we have everything set up properly here. Okay, so that is on
the Bosque brick. Oh, okay. He's gonna brick in.
Hey, so real quick chat, because I haven't messed with it, or if Pete's in here. So we have the, you guys can't see it, but we have a Bosque keychain. So it is going to be a layer swap. It goes white and then it goes blue. With these single AMS, if I slice that as 2 colors, it's painted. With it, with no AMS, will it automatically pause at that layer to allow the switch, or do I need to manually put a pause or a filament switch command in that slice? Who's got my back here? Somebody help me out. So I have to do it not painted and then do a layer swap. I had a pause after, okay. So I just have to add it in there manually. I didn't know if it would know that there's another color, so it would just stop. Come on, Bamboo, time to do an update. Put one in. Okay, manual pause. Thank you, guys.
Ask about my uncle. You're my daddy. Ask about my uncle. He lives in Phoenix. It's like, I was doing. Oh no. Oh, okay. This is the robotic eye. So you see everything that you're doing. It shows like that's incredible.
That's going to be layer 11. Does this
feed it
not
through.
have a right click?
Like it's like here. It's like right Maybe double click would work. Or I don't know why that. Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna do add pause. There we go.
Cool. Putting it in.
It'll be pretty easy. So we'll do, yeah, actually that's white. That'll be plenty enough white. And what you can do, so is it already all fed in all the way? Yeah, you can just keep pushing all the way until you get it to stop.
And you can follow it.
Yeah.
All the way.
So now I don't know which ones are which. So one of them set up. I'm gonna get in here real quick. Login account. Hey Spencer, have you logged one in already?
Yes.
This one here brought.
They're logged in right over there.
Well, I'm saying printer wise.
This printer is connected to my account.
Okay.
I'm gonna connect this one right now.
Yep. Yeah.
What do we do with all these PTE tubes?
Oh, those are.
Are they just extras or?
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, they sent a whole lot. So that's
Yeah,
the internal ones that
Yeah,
you can't
that's what
see.
I kind of thought. Okay.
Yeah. They sent, I don't think they sent that many before. Like I said, and once you get all of them added, you can go in and you can see the serial name basically, and you can change it. You know, hey, I know this one's this one. It's desk one or left, right. I mean, you could do however you want just to make it easier.
Yes. Let's. Do I have one in the classroom? How long do we need?
Well, I'm trying to get that one set up so we can either go to that plug or go to the plug.
Yeah, so it's nice with the account once it's signed in here. All these printers will be connected to it. So the main thing is that ideally he'll probably name them because then you'll be able to.
Over the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so that's you don't have to do SD card swaps. You don't have to do any of that. Yeah, so you'll be able to, like I said, say this is desk one, or if he names them Fred and Mike, hey, this is Fred. I want to print to Fred. You can send it right to it. So yeah, it's going to be way easier than, especially too. I think this is probably the best way to introduce you to slicing. If you haven't sliced before, I know Spencer usually does that part for you guys, because there's a lot of stuff you can learn on this, of modifying things and printing really cool things. We'll get to some destruction here in a second, though. Once we have these all set up on the account, we'll open some filament. Let's see here. And that one, is this one connected already? Okay. Okay.
Do you know why the app is saying? Let me see here. It's going to tell me I don't have internet, which is unusual.
Unless the Wi-Fi's, well, no, because you had the one, because I can see it in
Yeah,
there.
let me just turn the Wi-Fi off and on. Let's see if. Yeah, now we have internet showing. Oh, okay, we're back.
Yeah, there we go, live. We'll get this calibrated.
So we need. This is the one.
This one next, and then that one just needs connected to the Wi-Fi.
Devices.
Yeah, so if you go into your devices and then the plus sign.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Boom, continue. Yep. There we go.
All right, I'll do that maybe later, even though that
Yeah,
was exciting.
and I'll give you my contact information too. I know, of course, Amir is familiar with them too. That if you have any questions on setup, things like that after the fact, I'm here as long as you need me, as long as you can have me. So, like I said, I don't have reservations till late in the day.
Okay,
So
cool.
we'll make sure everything's running and good. How we going, man? Yep, so this part will take a little bit. You'll hear it make vibration noises and all that good stuff, but it'll beep once it's done. And these are all doing the calibration. So you three are all set up. Awesome. So that's easy. And what I will do, let's do this. Let's go. Since that's not ready yet, we're going to go.
Pretty fast.
It's pretty impressive to see once they start printing, especially if you've ever watched the other printers go. It's very. These are typically about 3 to 4 times faster.
Okay, good.
You need to leave it up. No, you need some of this.
Okay. Can I steal your laptop real quick?
For sure. There you go.
Finding all the fun stuff you can print, huh?
Yeah, I kind of want to print a Denver Broncos logo and give it to our Raider fan over here.
There you go. Oh, am I not plugging this tonight? There we go.
Is your guys in here? Still calibrating. Right there. Where's the bus paper?
What's the bus paper?
Yeah, let's go for GTA.
Last of Us.
And advertisement.
Can you buy the bus paper?
Yes. Actually, we're doing a competition at the end of this week. A raffle for the
How much do you think is important?
Oh, you're on the way. You just have to find it and then.
Did you all just click start and you did the calibration?
I'm gonna try to find it.
I want to win it. Yeah. Do we decide Friday or Thursday?
Could you come look at this and see if it's the same as what you're doing? Yeah, we need to calibrate more.
What?
Did you just click start from here?
Oh, it's doing oh, I thought it was freaking out. It's just doing the vibrations.
Yeah, yeah. It'll go faster, and you might hear it buzz even more. And
Round brick.
Oh, that's a good question.
Or somebody else.
You get put in a raffle and then we'll pick all the people that found it.
That's right. You know the things like when you're using
Is your guys' printer taking long?
that's what it sounds like. Yeah, some of them are even louder than that. Like that one that will make a little bit more noise.
Oh, look.
Yeah, so these will pretty much all print the same speed, same quality. That one's just going to be bigger. And then those, of course, same with that one over there, is going to do multicolor. So you're going to find different things that are painted in the app. You're going to be able to do those multicolor up to 4 colors. Now with that, there's a little bit more waste. It prints a little what's called a purge tower or prime tower. And then it also does what's called filament poop. There's a thing in the back of the big one that you'll get little nuggets of filament as it purges to change colors so you don't bleed a color next. Now that one is what they call a poof flicker because it comes to the side, and you guys have these too, and every time you start these, they'll always have one, it'll always purge the filament through to make sure it's in there, and it comes over here and it flicks it, and so it'll shoot to the side. So you always have a little bit to pick up. But
Okay.
and if you're brave, you can take it as soon as it spits it out and shoots it out. It's a bit warm, it can burn, so be careful, but it's malleable. It's kind of like a soft plastic. Fun to play with. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to do.
I want to get one of those printers that doesn't print like the lines.
Yeah, the technology that you guys get introduced to is far superior than what I got introduced to.
I guess I think those would be pretty cool if they made with AI going all crazy and stuff now and getting so advanced. It'd be cool if there was an AI thing that could make 3D models for you to print.
It does. It's out there.
You're ready now.
You can take a photo. So actually, what's really cool with Maker World, which is the Bamboo Lab site, they have a section on their website called Maker Lab, and there's a lot of cool tools there. Ones that you can do image to 3D, so you can take somebody's photo and put it in there. It's going to do a 3D thing. Way to make statues. Way to make keychains. So you can throw a logo in there, and make a keychain. There's a lot, and they're all free. You get like certain points that you have, but unless you use it a ton, you'll never run out.
That's what I do, refreshes daily and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, the Maker tools will stay there, and they always every month, every few months, they'll add a new tool, but they'll always keep them there available to use.
I feel like next year we could probably do something where you all.
I wonder how much of the filament
But
we
he was
have
suggesting
available.
we just one account every
Over 100 spools.
Then you could.
Awesome.
We got you guys set up to go. So a lot of blues and whites to match your guys' school colors. But we also randomized. I couldn't even tell you what's in those boxes because our lady that works the shipping I told her just randomize it. So there's rainbow colors, bright colors, matte colors, all sorts of stuff.
So now I'm going to connect.
Call me biased, but I'm looking for a little blue and orange.
We got blue. I'm sure there'll be orange in there.
I think I need to.
There we go. Okay, so now we got 2.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, is it the baseball cap? Yeah, that just became a really popular thing on the
Is it
website.
like a stick baseball cap or like?
Yeah, like a normal baseball cap. So it's not going to be the most comfortable. You do it in the plastic, but there's TPU, flexible filament you could put.
I've seen that.
It just a little more expensive on the TPU side.
Auto bed leveling. Oh, it's I see.
It's not gonna be like.
Okay, so that's good there.
No, yeah, of course.
These are also
And then can I steal your computer for just a moment? I'm just going to put one file on it here. Yep, yeah, it's a little keychain here.
I think we got it.
Cool.
All right, so you should now be able to access this printer from that laptop.
Where did I save it?
10 minutes left, yeah.
Oh wow, that kind of flew by.
So I'm gonna, I'll get the students together. We'll do something here in just a moment. Since these are all kind of doing their thing. Let's see here, prepare. And you can open files through here, but you can also just click and drag. Yep. So this, and it's got, just want to make sure there's a pause in there. Why is it not saving that pause? Okay, that's fine.
I think that if we put a file in here where you're
These will go faster.
that's right. Yeah, if we do the small file, we might be able to print it just even in a few minutes.
Okay, I'll cancel that out.
Like I would print like that porcupine was 16 hours on that machine. But
Yeah, if you had that file, we could slice it and tell you how quickly this one would do it. Way quicker.
Oh, they told us because they were listening to us. Yo.
I just want to put this on all of them. So, okay. So get that set up for there now. All right, then we have everything calibrating, I believe. All right. So, students, if I could have your attention, since everything's calibrating, we'll kind of let it go. We'll get it started. And I know, time gets away pretty quick. Does everybody have some energy in them? It's 11:21. So we have boxes over here. That's going to be all the Polymaker filament that we sponsored. There's 100 spools of filament in there. You guys are going to have a wall that's going to have them displayed easily so you can pick the colors you want. But wanted to see if everybody wants to work together and open that stuff up. And I didn't get permission for this, but the goal is to open them as fast as you can. We'll probably stack them on the table or on the floor, spool by spool, but there'll be a box inside the box, and then there'll be a bag. It's known they're resealable bags. You can open them to reuse them. Our goal is not to salvage those today. Our goal is to just open them to get all the filament so you guys can get an idea of what colors you got. Yeah?
you gonna time us?
Yes, I'm going to time you. So if you guys want, we'll step, I don't think let's see, I don't know if we can get it. The viewers won't be able to see, but yeah, if you just want to kind of take a box over just so we have them all separated. And I'll allow opening of the big box first before I start the timer. Yes, and there's you'll see on the bags that you'll be able to rip them open, but we'll get there in just a second here. We can put them anywhere. Yeah, on the floor. I just wanted them all spaced so you guys can all kind of access them.
Yeah, I say let's take our table down the table.
Yeah, just because it'll bust there and move these around. So yeah, you can put it right down here. And then once we have all the big boxes open, I will get the timer out, and we'll see. So how many students? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 students. Yes, yep. So we have 10 students, 100 spools of filament, and I won't start it until you guys tell me to start it. And like I said, right now, basic goal is open them all up. We'll get all the trash sorted, but get the spools, and we'll stack all the spools up against the wall here. So let's see here. Do the timer, stopwatch. Yeah. Yeah, so out of the box, out of the bag, the whole spool, and then we'll just set it to the side. And like I said, we'll stack it against the wall. But the goal is once everybody tells me they're ready to start ripping apart, we'll get it started. Everybody good? Everybody got a stack set up, ready to go? Okay, on your mark, get set, go. So again, guys, this side.
4 minutes and 32 seconds.
You guys got some guesses in chat? Yeah, let's see. What do you guys think? 100 spools, 10 students, no rules.
Pete wants to know about the shelving, if they're going to have shelving.
Yes, so we will have rep racks shelving. That'll be right underneath that Polymaker logo. So there will be rep racks. So that's the reason that I'm not having them save the bag or anything like that. The humidity is controlled within this building, so I don't think that'll be an issue. But if it would be an issue, what would you guys recommend? Maybe a poly dryer? So they got a poly dryer, some poly boxes, TPU filament. They're set to go. It's definitely a great start for them. They're ripping away, going through. You guys would hate to see this. For those that don't like people that don't open it properly, where it says to open and you can reseal it, that's not being done. These are being destroyed. So again, I warned at the beginning of the stream, if you don't like this, turn away. You can't really see it, but it is happening behind the scenes over there. I figured this would be a kind of fun thing to just let them destroy, and they get to see the colors that they get, because it is a lot of blue and white for their school colors, but then a lot of random. So I don't even know what's in there. Thank you to Chelsea, our colleague up in Michigan, that placed this order for me and got everything shipped to them in record time. She's awesome. She's probably not watching, but Chelsea's awesome. Make sure to put that in chat. Chelsea is awesome. Also for the keychains, I don't know when we'll have them finished, because the class is about to be ended. So hopefully they get finished in 5 more minutes. But also thanks to Pete for putting together. They have their own personalized keychain with their logo. So even after today, you won't see it on stream. After today, they're going to have their own personal keychains that they can print out, fundraisers, hand out to all the students, however they please. They're going to have the means to do so. And I think we're going to run out of time. I was going to do the race, but everything got away and we weren't ahead on the calibration. So maybe you guys will see me race somebody. Maybe I'll race Spencer. Well, we'll see who we got after the class dismisses. I think we're getting down. I see a lot of boxes, a lot of bags, but I still see some going. And you guys, you have class for 4 more minutes, so you got to finish this in 4 minutes. And also, I need you guys to tear down the boxes, organize them in alphabetical order. No. I forgot to mention that part in the beginning. The Panchroma blue, that's probably the translucent blue.
This one also like changes.
Yes, silk, dual silk. Yep, so you'll see gradients, you'll see dual colors. But I'm holding you up. I gotta let you open this stuff up.
Because there are actually a few students who are opening them up.
Oh, Brian. Okay, so we do have some following the rules of filament opening. Despite what everybody thinks, there is a way and there's a wrong way. The majority of you love to do the wrong way just to push the buttons. But you know, we put specialized print on the bags to say, do not open this end, open here. You know, come on, like it's all set right there in English, but some people don't like rules. You need to store all the help. Yeah, exactly, Harold. See how many laps you can run around the room by the time a keychain is complete. Polymaker Pete? No. They're getting there. I think they're getting down to the last ones. Oh, no, there's still another box there. Getting down. I see towers of filament. Because I wish the camera was mobile right now, because there is nice little skyscrapers. Yeah, I'm going to break the school rules. We're going to end up going over. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes until class is dismissed. And how many minutes do they have to get to their next class?
Well, so they go to lunch.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you guys just don't have lunch today? Your lunch is picking up the trash.
Our lunch is filament.
There you go, yeah. We don't have any of the edible stuff yet. You never know, though. I matched it as close. So we have a lot of colors, so I matched it as close to the blue that you guys use as possible. It helps when you have over 400 colors and materials. So yeah, like I said, we'll do some keychains in the white and blue. Of course, I'll get that set up for you guys, so when you come in tomorrow, there'll be some keychains. But you'll be able to choose colors you want. If you want to kind of make colorful ones, you can do that.
My God.
Let me find my phone here. So far, we're at 4 minutes and 50 seconds. But I think we're getting down there. Is there any more? Everybody done? All of them out? Okay, I think it actually was done a little bit before I stopped it, so under 5 minutes. So it takes 10 students, under 5 minutes to open 100 spools of filament. I'll get this organized. I'm gonna hang tight because you guys are gonna have lunch here in about 1 minute. So thank you guys very much. Like I said, we'll get these, make sure they're all set up for you guys. They're gonna be awesome for you. You guys, I think I already see you guys playing around with the Maker World, all the different files you can print. The kits are fun, like I said, especially finding some custom pieces that you can do for it, any color. But I hope you guys, were you guys excited to see the new equipment at least? Yes. There we go. So again, hats off to Mir, Maker's Mission, Bosque Schools to allow us to come in here and ransack. Little does Valerie know, I'm leaving in 2 minutes. So there's a lot to do there. But no, I'll keep this live. If you guys have any questions, I'm not going to shut that down yet. The kids do have to go to go to lunch. We've got a little bit of a mess that I created, I guess, but but they're you know what, these kids are very awesome kids, because even though I told them they didn't have to pick up, they're still picking up and organizing. So hats off to them. It's just a great class, and I think they're going to have a good time with it. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you. No, it's fun.
Really special. This is a very special day for me and for them.
Like I said, we'll get set up as on the keychains. I'll make sure we get a couple, all of them have them printed and at least on the printer good. And then of course, I'll clean up. I want to make sure everything's calibrated, everything's connected. Okay. Answer any questions you have right off the rip. There will be questions that you come up with, I'm sure. Like I said, I'll have direct contact with me.
Okay.
To get that help.
Over the next week and a half, I'm going to play a lot, and I'll start sending questions when I have them. And since we didn't get to print much today, but we have what we call immersive starting in a week and a half, and we have one that's on engineering, and we'll get them in here, and that'll be the first class to use this. And then I was just telling you too. I have a big plans for our summer program.
No, and see that's I think awesome too, is the fact that you open it up, it gives them something during the summer to, especially, I mean, there's so many things they can create and print. It's, I would say to say, sound cliche, but the sky's the limit with these things.
It's going to be really cool. I've got 6 weeks of classes on STEM and robotics over the summer, so we'll have all of them in here. And then in the fall, these groups start again, and they make. But next year's robotics class is going to be so much different than this year's. It's going to be completely build your robot design, every piece of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and nowadays too, I mean, and that's what you'll start getting into too, especially building from scratch robots. Obviously, there's still metal involved, things like that. We've got a lot of materials that are popular within the robotics realm. This is all PLA, so some's matte, some silk, some silk isn't as strong as your normal PLA. Mattes are a little bit weaker. They can be used, but we have something called Polymax PLA. Okay. It's a lot more ductile. It takes a lot more hits and damage before it just shatters. That's been one of the most popular materials. Once you guys get rolling robotics, let me know. I'll ship you out what you need.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, we were just talking, like, when you say sky's the limit, I'm just thinking about next year's robotics. We're going to do so much cooler stuff. This year's was cool too, but we built a lot of circuits, And next year we're just gonna build and build and build.
Well, I think that's what's cool too, is with the having that access through the summer. So whether they come in and they play and make goofy, fun stuff or whatever. Number one, it gets them active. It gets them doing more than just video games. I like video games too, but you gotta get your brain moving a little bit. But then I think too, it's going to open up their eyes of what they can do, especially now. It's not and not to knock on those, it can be cumbersome. You're not so excited to develop something because then it's going to take 2 days to print or whatever it is. And now it's, I'll develop something, I can throw it in there and I can see it made almost instantaneously, close enough instantaneously. But
and you all have opportunities for sponsorships for
absolutely. I did. I've sponsored over 200 plus robotic sponsors or teams throughout the world, not even just the U.S.
That's wonderful. Yeah,
that's a good chunk of my job day to day on answering requests.
Do you all sponsor like all kinds? Do you VEX teams or?
Yes, everything. VEX teams, FTC.
Okay.
I forget all of them. FRC.
I don't know. First, we don't do that one, but
pretty much, Any of the there's also so I went to Orlando Maker Fair last year. I think in November, December, to go down and they have what's called Robot Ruckus. and it's more the battle bots rather than the like the FTC stuff. And some of those are just insane. Even the little ones, they do. It's called plastic ant weight.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much all 3D printed.
They're going to do that next year. They're going to do plastic ant weight in New Mexico. I'd love to learn about these other contests. I'd love to eventually get this program where they are just going, because the one contest we did in the spring drove so. This was the coolest class I've ever taught, because I would come in and I couldn't even keep up with them. They were so excited about beating other robots,
Oh yeah, that competitiveness.
Yes.
Especially when you make it look. And I know, so make it look cool. Add different colors, add flair, but also I want to win. So that's my drive. Is I'm gonna.
If you would like, you are welcome to. But you are on lunch. Just be aware you're missing some lunchtime. But I'd be so happy if you do something cool like that.
Yep, and then once the system, the wall system is up for the shelving, it'll be really easy. I mean, number one, it looks awesome. That's a majority of the streamers that 3D print. They have it in their background in their wall. It's the aesthetic thing, especially when you have Polymaker. It's all the colors and everything else. So
beautiful, all that variety, and I like the gradient ones.
Yes, yeah. So those have been super popular with the gradients. We have the rainbows, and we have like dual silk, and those are. Half one color, half another, and what it is depends on the shape of what it's printing. The angle that you look at it, this might look magenta, and then you angle it looks gold.
Cool.
So it's like I said, and it's all sorts of just cool things to mess with, and that's where it gets the students more excited too. Is it's one thing to be able to print something and just all white.
Yeah.
There's cool stuff you can print. But when you can add color to it, and like especially personalizing, everybody's got a favorite color. They print something, I want to print in my favorite color. So hopefully we've met most of those favorite color needs.
I think we've got every color.
Oh yeah, like we already got a Broncos fan has found his colors.
We just have to print as much as we can next year. Just to make use of.
Well, and that's what I'll show you too. Is I was talking to some of the students about for the Maker World. So of course there's tons of files. I mean there's countless files. Yep. No, you're good.
These have a shelf life? Do they need to be used within a certain period of time?
No, so they can degrade over years. The way you guys will be using them, no. Okay. Typically, worst case that happens, age degradation, you'll have where you'll pull a spool off, and there's holes in the spool to tuck the filament in so it doesn't unravel.
Yeah, of course.
It can get brittle, it'll break, but then you usually string out like a foot of it, and then until it stops snapping, and then. Again, I don't think you guys will have that problem because it's pretty much controlled in here humidity-wise.
Right.
But that's the other plus side is, I didn't get to these, is I ordered these, this is one of the things came on Amazon, is a poly dryer.
Yeah.
If for some reason you have a problem with filament, and I'll give you some, on our website it's got a lot of tips to know if, hey, this, because pretty much all filament is hygroscopic, it'll absorb moisture.
Okay.
Again, PLA, it's not super hygroscopic, and again, it's not super humid in here, so it's not anything I'd worry about. But this will help dry them. So if you have a printing problem, pretty much with the TPU, that's a lot more. It'll absorb moisture a lot more. That I would always just recommend drying.
Okay.
And it's easy. They're little modular units. This one's the dryer system. That was just an additional box. Because this is the dryer system is the dock, and the box is modular. So basically, you can dry it, and then there's caps you put in, it seals it, and it's airtight.
Yeah, we're gonna do some of that next year too, just so they can.
Well, especially with engineering, with like the nylons and stuff are the same. Is most of them you want to dry. This will do all those for you. Straightforward. Oh yeah.
Just the maintenance is actually a really good classroom opportunity.
Yeah, and that's of course the boxes. I think there were somewhere. I got shifted somewhere. The parts, the accessory box.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Well, was it had all of these things? Or?
No, it had a bunch of bubble wrap in it.
Oh.
Like a white bubble wrap.
I feel like maybe it's over here.
I just want to make sure, yeah.
It might be that. No. Okay,
I think it's a little bit more narrow. Here,
maybe we moved it in here. Yeah, there were.
Oh, that's probably it. Yep. Yeah, so you can organize that how you want. So this is going to be all your extra parts. Hot ends can fail. These will, especially with PLA, they're going to last quite a while. But everything in here, which this is something you can have the students eventually open. You can open them because they're all wrapped and then this, but it'll tell you what they are. So these are pretty much anything that can wear out or that I've seen be an issue, whether with myself or online, you've got parts for. Okay. So extruder units, and what's nice with these, you scan those QR codes, you go straight to Bamboo's wiki. The wiki has step-by-step. For every single part that is in this box, it'll tell you exactly how to replace it. The toolkits that come with all of them, the Allen wrenches will be all that you need to repair, fix anything. Typically, you don't really need to touch anything. It's pretty straightforward.
And do you have documentation? I know I got this stuff on all the filaments.
I will send, yes. I found that it was weird, I guess, since it was a large order. Normally, you can go into the website, log into your account, get the invoice, and it showed like tracking. You can click tracking, which then shows everything's delivered, but nowhere to download an invoice. I had to actually message them, and then they had to email me the invoice. But I do have it because I had to get it for Nick.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, I'll send that to you. But yeah, it's all the accessories, all the printers, and everything else. It's going to be fun. What I'll show, and it's kind of something you can relay to the kids, is if they print the keychains, you can do it in single color. But I'll show you what we do is we're going to print them multicolor.
Okay.
With these aren't typically your multicolor printers, but they're what we call a layer swap. So you can tell the slicer, hey, at this layer, stop. It's going to pause. It's going to let you change the filament out, and you put another color in, and then it'll resume.
Okay.
So because like the keychains are going to be basically a white layer and then a blue layer.
Cool.
But now with like the AMS system on the P1Ss and then the AMS Lite, they call it another one, those you can have up to 4 colors. And there's files that you can get on MakerWorld that are already pre-painted that have colors in them. Or like say you create, let's just say you create a block. It's in white, but then you want to do it in also a blue stripe through it. You can paint it inside that slicer app.
That's really cool.
So you can customize things, paint things how you want them. Kids can, like I said, what's nice is that since they haven't really been introduced much to the slicer, this slicer is such a larger tool. It's a lot better starting point because this slicer also works with a lot of other printers, not just Bamboo.
Okay.
So it gets them like just a really good starting point to learn and customize things, and you can even kind of model with inside the app. A little bit more clunky, but it's doable. But yeah, no, I think everything which all these are calibrated.
Yeah.
The stream, let's see. Well, here, I'll ask them because they can hear me. Do you guys want to see a quick unboxing? My plan was to race one of the students, which, well, hey, they're on their lunch. I was going to race one of the students on an unboxing to see if they could beat me. Do you want in on it?
Go, Jonathan.
Okay, so there we go. This will happen then. Awesome. Well, first off, so what's your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Thank you very much. It's their lunchtime, and these kids are staying. I'm hoping that's because they're so excited about things. Not that they're just, they don't eat. So what we're going to do, I'm going to start off. We're going to just at least get the box open. And then I'll set you up with all the tools that you need. There you go.
The chat saying you give them Jonathan a head start.
Oh no, see, I ran this idea by the chat and Discord last night, and I was asked,
Joel's a cheater.
are you going to give him a handicap? I said, absolutely not. Like, I'm going to stomp him because I can't be beat on the live stream. The Polymaker guy gets beat by a student? No. So now the question is, I've unboxed a few of these. Do you want to know what my record is? Or would you rather go into it not knowing? So I think it was just over 3 minutes. That is completely unboxed, assembled, ready to plug in and power on. Calibration, that's, we don't count that because it takes its time. But it is putting on that, did you watch anybody do one at all? So I'll give you a rundown. So before we start, so pretty much what you're going to install. What's that? What's that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. So we have the purge wiper on the end here. And every bag is going to be labeled with the screws. It's going to say purge wiper. It's going to say spool holder, which is on the back there. And then I think there might be one set screw. And there will be some zip ties and some foam that comes off. So those are pretty much what you assemble. You'll put on what's called a PTF E-tube. This just clicks into that side. So I'm trying to get it so it's fair. And then also, I've seen some clippers. Where are the blue-handled clippers? Or snips, I guess, if you will. I know there was some somewhere. Amur probably was the one that took all the zip ties off. Do you know?
Yeah.
Because that'll hold us both up if we can't clip those. Scissors, yeah, just anything to cut zip ties. Okay, and I'm not going to cheat. That way there's not any stacked things. I have my toolkit that I normally use to put these together. I'm going to use the stock stuff that's in them. Okay, so we both have scissors. So here, we'll do this real quick. Let's go. Just got the tape ripped off. So what we'll do, so it's not in the way, you can have that manual for yourself, is we'll put it on the floor. Because what you'll be able to do, we're going to be able to lift everything right out. That way the box is off the table. And we'll pretty much, once my wife says ready, set, go, on go, we'll put it up on the table and make sure there. And then yeah, like I said, there's not really anything that you can, I shouldn't say this, that you can break. But again, main thing you're going to look at is you got a piece to install on the end, the tube to put in, this little clip, and a spool holder. If you want to review, I will give you a little bit of heads up. You want to review that just to see, get an idea what you're going to be running into. Give you a little bit of real quick refresher course. The complete tool set will be in each one.
Okay.
And then we'll go. So who's going to win and what's the margin?
All their bets are on Jonathan.
Someone take this. My own community against me. I see how you guys are. I'll remember that on the next giveaway that you see at the bottom of the thing there. We do giveaways during all the streams, so we make to enter the giveaway, you have to say "I am awesome" in chat.
Oh, I have seen
So yep. If you guys, if you have it, make sure to put "I am awesome" in chat now. But on my wife's mark, we will get started and get this racer running.
Ready, set, go.
Oh, it's the hold up here. Can't lose stuff. Can't lose stuff. And then there's a black plate on the back of that does have to come off. There'll be, yep, yeah, there's 2 Allen wrenches in there. See, I'm giving them tips, guys. I'm not, stacking the odds against them. Little box with tools. See, I'm gonna help. Where is? Oh, right here. There you go. I'm playing fair. You guys all rooting against me. I'm playing somewhat fair.
No, they said you're already cheating because you have a second table for room. Jonathan does not.
Okay, everybody's gonna go in there and yeah, there you go. Which here I'll have my wife start the stopwatch or get a stopwatch ready on your phone, and once one of us finishes, start the stopwatch and we'll see what the time gap is. And see, if I lose, I'll be a disgrace to the 3D printing community forever.
So much.
Actually, it's a double-edged sword because I'll never live it down if I don't win, and if I do win, I beat a kid. Yeah. So it's. I know our community. I know how they'll be. Cheating. Yeah, it's not fair.
It makes you feel any better. I'm only a kid for a couple more months.
There you go. Hey, you're not too far behind though. And I might have a slight advantage because I've only done a couple of these so far, but.
They said, hey Joel, your mic is broken again.
I bet you it is. Uh-oh. Now I threw some stuff too, so I'm missing a rather important part.
All the better for me.
Where is? Did somebody tell you? That's what I got to probably check. Is did somebody sneak up when I wasn't paying attention and take a part from me? Where is a purge wiper?
No, nothing is
Huh. Well, there you go. Here's his advantage. Catching up because
Find his purge wiper.
I don't even know where your purge wiper is, to be honest. I have the screw. What's that?
Is that not what I'm putting in?
Oh, it is what you're putting in. Yeah, never mind. Where is my purge wiper?
Oh, we got an advantage now.
Big advantage. I went too fast. I killed myself.
What else do I need to do here?
Spool holder.
Spool holder.
Yeah. Well, no, because if it flew somewhere, that was my own doing. But the question is, where'd it fly to? Where, oh where, is it at? What's that? The end piece right here. This here. Hey, you know what? Watch this.
Get a load of this guy.
But then I'm back in here after school today.
You still can beat me.
No one's. This is actually the last class in this room.
No, it isn't.
See, that's what
Yeah, see, they're coming up with any excuse. Hey, I uninstalled and reinstalled, so it's actually there's the handicap they were asking about.
Automatic failure.
It's a lose-lose for me either way.
Disqualified.
GTU.
Who's saying that though?
Cheating everybody's saying.
Okay, yeah, there we go. What did it do? Fly all the way over there, huh? Who was saying that?
All of them. But now
Oh.
you have to put that other piece back on that other printer.
Well, obviously.
I'll undo it after.
Marina's a good rep.
She's against me too.
I put it in the wrong way.
Flashback 30, Joel is cheating.
Hey, I'm beginning to install elsewhere, but I just don't have the right.
Well,
Yeah.
like fire up the. Go for it.
No. Now where's my?
So you're gonna mount it over here, but I've never spooled.
Come on.
I think that's right, and it goes through the other. I think that's totally right.
Jonathan, we're still rooting for you just from afar. Thanks, Garrett.
Start the timer. Oh, you didn't have a timer ready.
No, I have it ready.
My assistant was.
I have it ready.
Okay. Yeah. I'll make sure. I'll verify that. Here we got the scraper, which you don't need to do that because you don't have the print. We have the extra screws.
I like your shirt. It said N64.
Oh yeah, nostalgia.
Jonathan, you should have taken one of his pieces.
My fatal flaw, not committing to thievery.
You could have got away with it too, because I guarantee you they would have still said I was the cheater. There, I'll organize all my stuff.
How's that?
There we go. Oh, not done yet. Not done yet.
Not done yet. I put everything
You're
on.
missing. You're missing some stuff that has to be removed.
Oh, what?
Underneath the build plate.
No. There you go. Underneath the bed itself.
Technically.
And one more out the back.
That's what
There we go.
A minute and 3 seconds.
Oh, so even with a minute handicap of Joel cheating, but still, hey, you know what? I've done way more of these than you did, and yeah, you're still right there. So,
Awesome.
now do you have a printer at home?
I do, yes.
Do you use it very much?
Not really. It's more of my dad's like personal project. But
Do you ever use it? Could you use some filament is my question.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll get a code to Spencer, and I'll give you $100 in Polymaker filament.
Thank you so much.
Yep, so you can pick whatever color you want through the website, and it'll be 100% free.
For you, not your
Yeah.
Oliver.
Yeah, we'll dress it and tell him absolutely none for him.
I have to go teach another class. So
Okay, yes.
I'm on my way, but Valerie's going to stay here. They're trying to load this one up, so maybe you want to.
Yeah, I can help him there, and yeah, we can get the keychain. And yeah, I'll get, do you know where you want these real quick? Where they're going to be placed?
I was thinking one on this table and one not staying on that bench.
Fine.
They could stay there today is fine.
Oh yeah, because you have the login. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll get prints on all these, make sure they're all good, and I'll leave just the print to be on there afterwards. And then yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks again, Joe.
Hey, not a problem at all. It was fun.
Yes.
Hey,
good job in robotics this year.
all the students that hung out during your lunch and everything else, greatly appreciate it. I said they really are fun to do. I've been doing printing for about 7 years, and I still, well, my wife can attest. I still find my place in my workshop quite often.
It's loading looking good. I inserted.
Okay, yep. So what you'll do is
Get all of it down in there. Or
yep,
just
yeah, all the way up until it stops, and sometimes it'll almost feel like it sticks.
And I'm on the roster. It's heating up.
All the way, and then see how that moved?
Yeah.
And you can push. You can also take this, and it's a spring-loaded tension, and you can load it past that if you want, just to get it started. You don't have to. As long as you get it up to it, it's going to grab the filament.
Alrighty.
And then, yeah, we'll
These
heat
are
'em.
awesome.
Oh yeah, no, the machines are so crazy. I said from where I started, like you guys have the Ender 3, I think it was the V2s, and I had the original Ender 3, which was similar to the same setup, just even older. And when these things came out, it was great. Action required, please observe. And then I was, okay, so it's asking here, once it starts, did it spit? So then you just say, yep, done. If not, you hit retry, it's just gonna spit out some more. And it'll do its last purge, and then it'll wipe it.
And just send this onto there through this app.
Yep. And it'll be 2 plates, so you'll do, of course, the one, and then next time you're on, you'll do the base, however you want to do it. It's on live stream. You're fine walking in here. It's on as long as you're okay being on camera. Okay.
But this is so cool.
Isn't this so fun?
Yes.
Yeah, and so pretty much for the most part, what you guys print, you'll use the standard settings. You won't have to change anything. I lie. Go ahead and click on that. That's going to be the filament it's using. That would work, but we want to go down to generic PLA.
Yeah.
For Polymaker stuff, the generic profiles work the best. Again, you could use the other one; it'd still work. But
Do I just like slice it to split it, or just?
Yep. So slicing just means it's going to take that highlighted bed and it's going to slice that model into layers. So yep, you just hit slice. It's going to process it. It'll tell you how much filament. It'll tell you the time that it's going to take, and then from there we'll be able to send it.
Sweet. Thanks for these. These are awesome.
Oh, no, not a problem. I'm glad to help out, and like I said, especially with schools and the things you guys are doing. It's going to get confusing until they're named. So what you're going to have to do is find what the name is, which you're going to have to go in here. Settings. This is 030112. Hit refresh. No, it's not saying it. Yeah, because this is registered.
Right.
Should be.
Let's see here. I wonder if you didn't scan it in there.
Because you scanned it and then that stayed. Which I was...
Okay, so it might have refreshed and didn't take the scan. Because yeah, so there's a couple of them that, which, let me see here. What did he use on Chrome? Did he, let's see what he logged in on first.
It's his account, I know, that's for sure.
Okay, so. The whole video froze?
Yeah, and now it's
Video's back, but the audio's not there.
Hello, hello.
no audio still.
Should be.
It doesn't have a light on. Doesn't it normally have a light?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Audio, no audio over here. Sideline review says no audio. What does everybody else say? It's working now. Working. And refresh. Yeah, because I say it should be, you see, if you see me waving, you're refreshed and up to date. Sound is okay on YouTube. but Twitch isn't? That's kind of weird. Okay. Well, real quick too, because of course all the students are gone. I got some cleanup to do and some last minute things that I want to make sure not to leave them with. So anybody have any questions before we go? And with that said too, you know what? There's a lot of people here and you guys all typed it in. You guys can only assume of what I've done about the giveaway. I was late to starting it and I did not start the stream. So as another thing, even though it seems like it's intentional these days, the giveaway is not yet open. So you will have to type it again. Don't type it yet because I have to. Okay, now if you guys can do me a favor, if you're interested in trying to win a spool of filament, you have to be here anyway, because I always say this, is you have to be here, you have to contact me to let me know that you won, then I'll verify it from there. This is international. No matter where you're watching from right now, if you see my face and hear me saying this, type in I am awesome, that'll get you entered. If you did it earlier, if you did it a minute ago, do it again. Everything's up, I wanna make sure everything's, let me check.
Audio is not working now.
There is the I am awesome, why is it not?
It's because they can't hear you. Now they can.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is, everybody.
Now it's going. It's just
We have one entry. Type in I am awesome. There you go. Okay, let me see real quick. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, audio on Twitch is not working. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see here. Yeah, I've never had audio only, so I'm guessing. So those, well, I guess if anybody's watching on YouTube and Twitch, is the video working on Twitch, just not the audio? Just odd. Why is this? Oh, this is recording too. I wonder if that's part of my problem. Hello, hello. Twitch audio back yet? No? Everybody move over to YouTube. Hello, hello. Twitch, still no audio. That is so crazy. Video working on Twitch, audio is not. But audio is working on YouTube, so okay. So anybody in chat and that's on YouTube, if you guys can go over to Twitch and type in I am awesome. So even if you hear me on YouTube, make sure to go to Twitch, type in I am awesome there. It doesn't take YouTube entries right now. So Twitch, just Twitch. If you're in the YouTube chat, go ahead and put that post there, letting anybody else know on YouTube to go over to Twitch and enter. I don't care if you already entered, enter it 10 more times just to make sure your entries are in there, and I'll do that drawing in a moment. And then I got to see what else I need to clean up. So I'll give you guys just a couple minutes to get those entered in, and then we'll go from there.
They said if you need help, blink twice.
That has to be one of the regulars, I'm sure. It was nice that the students all did all this. Give them something to do, right? I'm sure they're not busy with 800 other things.
Well, I think part of it too is we might be
At least this part's easy, right? You just gotta throw some bucks. Next, I think I was just more gonna, I want to get all these set up to print, and then, which actually I can't. I can't even get. I can only get a couple of them to print. Because did he get this connected? Oh, he did. How's it going?
Pretty good.
I have a stream going. You're okay coming in if you're okay being on camera. I just want to warn. It's about over. We're just doing a giveaway, but you can come in and check out anything.
Okay, we're good.
No, yeah, you're not interrupting anything at all. No, it's kind of a. They have a chance to enter a giveaway, so giving them some time. Wonder how you got that one connected.
Which one?
No, that printer. He's got it going. It's already starting to print. But
Using the laptop there, or he just closed?
Okay, they have audio back now.
oh, audio Twitch back. Twitch, if you hear me, type in I am awesome. You got 1 minute left. I'll do that giveaway, because then I need to finish up stuff here. I need to give a gentleman his phone back that we're using his hotspot on. And yeah, got some things to do. And then Valerie's I'm probably holding her from very many important things. Even if I'm not, we're gonna pretend in case the bosses are watching, right? So she's telling me there's 100 things she has to do, but she's willing to stay here and hang out for just a moment longer.
Very kind.
All right, what are we entries at now? We're at 52 entries. I know there's a lot more viewers. If you can hear me now. Actually, let's tell them to refresh. Yeah, stay creeping. These actually, this is fully sponsored by Polymaker. Though we are using their machines, which are great. Those are fully funded through Polymaker. No offense to Bamboo Labs, and make great printers, but we did purchase these. That's why it just says that right there instead of Bamboo Lab. You guys want your own logo like that? I do have the file that I created for that to make that specifically to hang on a wall. I can share that if anybody's interested. Let me know in Discord though, because this chat will probably fly by. We're gonna do a giveaway and get out of here.
They want to know who's doing the rip wrap.
I'm taking them aside. So Amir, who you met for Baker's Mission, he is going to be getting those all printed ideally by next week. I'm sure they'll share pictures once they get everything set up. But yeah, they'll have the rep racks all set up there underneath the logo. I'm sure it'll look great. Things will be a little less hectic with random tables in the filming area, but it's going to look great. I know Spencer is super excited to just get things set up and going, so it'll be awesome. Is that Filbert? Yeah, so Filbert, you just missed the unveiling of, I keep wanting to say Bosque. Bosque, yeah, see, I always want to say Bosque. Bosque School in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we worked with, collabed with Maker's Mission to fully sponsor their Baker Lab here for their classes, for engineering, for robotics, anything they please. They're also going to have a summer program we learned with Spencer, the teacher here, that they'll be able to come in and use them kind of like an open maker space, which I think is awesome. So these things are definitely going to get their use. they're going into some good hands that'll do great things. The projects I've seen outside of the 3D printing stuff of the school and the students that they've been involved in are amazing. Like I said, some of these students, the things they've set up and the things out in the hallway, which you guys can't see, I made the joke yesterday, I can make an Excel sheet. they can make an entire just presentation that they've presented at different colleges and different events and things like that. I mean, they're involved. They are smart as heck. And yeah, so it's definitely, like I said, these things are going to get their use with some amazing projects for sure. But real quick, I'm going to give it 10 seconds. I am awesome in chat. If you can hear me now, make sure to type that in there. We're going to do a drawing for a spool of Polymaker filament. That's international. Anywhere you are, we will send that too. So get that in there. 10 seconds from now. Go ahead and click over that window. Oh, actually, I need to switch over. Let's see here. I'm going to switch over. Giveaway. Is it going to work? Oh, look at that. It works. So Ignore the Meet the Polymaker because this is not Meet the Polymaker. This is Unveiling of a Maker Lab. So you guys probably can't see that too well. Let me make it bigger. We'll make that, I need to trim it. So okay, here we go. We are gonna hit the, I'm gonna have my wife click off to the browser, yep. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and do the drawing. Whoever wins, make sure exclamation point contact in chat, that'll get you my email, or you can contact me in Discord at discord.polymaker.com. Stay creeping. This guy's won before. This guy, he acts like he's a regular in our chat or something. Come on. Hadron, you've done set up the game. We'll look into the facts that you probably cheated somehow. But either way, congratulations. You obviously know how to contact me. We talk almost daily, so congratulations on that. We will be back this Thursday for an episode of Meet the Polymaker at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also typically give away filament there. This episode, we'll see. But thank you all for coming, watching the unveiling of the Maker Lab here. It's been a great time to travel and get to do this and get to do the setup. And these kids are gonna have a blast with these, no doubt. So thank you for joining us on this travel. We'll bring you along to anything else that we can throughout the year. So stay tuned for those events.